We low-key got a gem. So Uncle Demi, he uploaded this video, said this is my build for NBA 2K24. Thank me later. Which means, yeah, we all know he played the game early, right? I'm pretty sure he knows a lot about the game at this point, bro. He's basically a dev, what some people say. Not actually, but you know what I mean? So we're gonna be watching this video, and I wanna watch this video, so that means I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna watch it with y'all, man. I need some gems. I need some gems early, so I already know what to do going into 2K24, or what to look for, basically. And I'm pretty sure y'all do too. So without further ado, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and we go get into the video. Waste no time.
Special banger for you, all right? Today we're
all right. So he's in the building. He's gonna show us everything what to do. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm just gonna get the summary of what he's talking about, and I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then we go. Let me let y'all go. It's early, it's recess.
gonna be talking about my NBA 2K24 build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So as you can see, I do have the 2K23 builder on here. We've had a lot of information that has came out, and again, I don't know much about the builder, but I'm able to, again, like I've been saying for the longest, put two and two together, use context clues, use the information that's been put out on the internet, use the information Mike Wang, the devs, have gave us, use the information I have known from 2K all the way up to 2K23. When I say 2K, I'm
and use the information that you know about 2K24. Don't play slick, bruh. Don't do that. Don't do that, bruh.
talking about 2K from 2K when it first came out. But if you want to get precise and not joking, talking about since the freeform builder has been in 2K since 2K21, 22, 23. We have 3 years of data to look at. I'm able to put all that together, the mistakes, and come up with an idea of what I think the builder would be, and this is going to be something similar to what my build would be in 2K24 if my hypothesis is correct. Okay, so I feel that slashers are going to be really good this year. I know people, when I did my other video, they were like,
I do too, you know. Everybody's saying like limitless takeoff is out the game. That doesn't mean anything, bro. That does not mean anything. We don't know what they're gonna do with that. Hopefully they turn it into like a takeover. But dunking can still be good, you know. Quick drops are out the game, but there's a lot of new dunks, you know, they're going to implement into the game or make stronger. Like the one-hand tomahawks, they're probably gonna make that stronger. They got a compromise for taking quick drops out the game. So they're gonna rework finishing. What Mike Wang said about the lanes is gonna be easier to drive if you get a lane. I think slashing, well, not just dunking in general, but also layup timing as well. Layup timing as well is going to catch a huge buff, you know, especially if pro touch is still in the game. While Mike Wang said himself, layup timing might be it. So slashing, it could, you know, your build should have some slashing in it. I'm not going to lie to you.
well, slashers always been good, and the reality is that for the most part, that's not really slashing, that's just rim running. So like, let's just call it what it is. There's a difference between just what you had 2K23 where people are rim running, and then you do have people that actually utilize all the moves to them and be a slasher. Now, again, in 2K24, the expectation is that the better defense, the better buff and interior defense is going to require a skill set. But I also like all the new animations that are coming with slashers, okay? So with the pro play, and I think a lot of people aren't talking about that. They see pro play for dribbling, they see the pro play for shooting and all that stuff, but there's pro play also going to be for new contact dunk animations, new dunk animations, Euro steps, you name it.
I'm trying to tell y'all, this new pro play stuff is going to introduce a lot of ways to get to the basket, a lot of more accurate ways. I'm trying, slashing, make sure your build has at least like an 83, bro. I mean, not an 83. Make sure your build has at least like an 80 dunk, you know, so you can feel that. You guys can feel some of that. You guys need to feel some of that pro play. So I would say like go for like a 80 dunk, probably like an 82 layup or higher. You know, have some finishing in your build, especially if you got height. That's gonna go a long way. So the finishing, we already know what the finishing is. You might be surprised at this, but I think personally, shooting is going to be easy. So I say like go more slashing and then shooting. I don't know, fellas. I just got a hunch with the new visual cue system. I feel like being able to make your own visual cue or come up with your own cue to when to release the ball is going to help a lot of people to jump shots. They're not going to need like a 93 or like an 85 plus to really time their jump shot accordingly. A lot of that stuff just comes into muscle memory, and if you can get that down, you can green any shot as long as it's open. And with the new contest system that Mike Wang was talking about, I believe you'll be able to shoot more shots than not. Even if the ghost contest is really gone, I think shooting will be pretty easy. That's why they had to do the green or nothing. We're going green or nothing. Green or nothing.
Name it. And it's going to be pretty fun. We talked about the shot meter, how you should use the layup meter now because there's a buff to that. So there's a lot of interesting stuff to be able for slashers to do good. And this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I want to go small forward. I'm left-handed.
So I'm basically describing a two-way slashing playmaker, aren't I? I'm basically describing that. Hey, fellas, two-way slashing playmakers, 2020, 2K20. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how overpowered it was. Don't be surprised. I'm just trying to tell y'all now. Don't be surprised if that end up being the meta guard build or whatever you guys think it will be. Don't be surprised. You heard it here first. Two-way slashing playmakers. The defense got a buff. The finishing got a buff, especially layup timing. The shooting. The playmaking. As long as you can get Hall of Fame quick first step, you're good. Or your build is going to be on lock. I still don't know much about the badge system, but hopefully we can get more info on that soon.
I like, so I'm left-handed IRL, so I like going left-handed. I'm going to go up to 6'8". Trying to want to make something similar to like my lob threat in 2K20. As you're going to see a lot. You will reference 2K20 a lot in this. And 6'8". I'm going to get my weight up to 250 pounds. All right. And then I'm going to get my wingspan and max it all the way out. Okay. Body shape doesn't really matter, but this is what I went with because it can be versatile. It can play like a little bit of center. It can play a little bit of anything I would need.
Now, you know Uncle Demi, he's not really, he don't really be playing guard, but he said he's going to make a guard this year, so I don't know what he's doing right here. Maybe he changed his mind or something like that. So 6'8s are definitely not going to be like the average guard size probably in 2K24. If I had to guess, the average guard size is not going to be like 6'8", 6'9" as it was in 2K23. It'll probably be around 6'6", 6'7", you know, around there. Well, we got to see more about the MyPlayer builder, but I feel like tall PGs are still going to be the wave, but 6'9s and all that overly tall, it's nah. It's like around the same height, like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". That was the average point guard size in any other 2K. The size where you can do everything on the court, not be a liability on defense, and still like, you know, do the stuff that a guard got to do.
This is what I want to rock with. And now this is where things get a little tricky because the big question marks is what is going to be attached to what. So right now, as you see, if I move close shot high enough, you see my mid-range, free throw, and vert move, right? We don't know what's attached to what, but I'm just going to go on the assumption it's going to be something similar to this, but also what is the animation clamp breaker? So as you see,
I never understood why attributes like these are attached to each other like close shot. Yo, you should give us free control of what we want to do, man. So if I just want straight mid-range, no close shot, I should be able to do that, bro.
But also, what is the animation clamp breaker? So as you see, close shot is attached to a lot of things here. As you see, fast twitch, fearless finisher, all that moves. That also is going to play into this, okay? So we don't know that, all right? So again, this is going to be a rough estimate.
You see, bro, touching that finishing. Like, but what is Uncle Demi trying to say, bro? Trying to say that finishing is going to be like that again? Now, I ain't going to make the same mistake as I did this year, bro. I ain't going to make a build with no, like, little to no finishing when it first went on first launch, bro. I admit, I made that mistake. Hey, that's crazy. Like, imagine making a build with no finishing in 2K23. That's like one half of the game right there gone. Everybody's just going to dunk, especially if you got like a 6'8", 6'9", you're going to dunk the ball, man. Hey. Not making that mistake again.
One thing I will say is that I'm going to assume that it is going to be something similar to where you're going to be in a freeform builder like this, but it's going to make you it's going to be very difficult to have every single thing maxed out. So again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to go back, look at your 2K20 and look at how the pie charts were and look at the limitations you had. And that is what you can probably guess of what it'll be like. But don't get it twisted. If you want to max out all your shooting, have no physical.
I told y'all, pie charts are gonna be back, but it's not going to be pie charts. It's going to be in the form of this builder right here. But it's going to work almost like pie charts, meaning you're gonna have two main skills, either that be shooting or finishing, or playmaking and defense, and the rest just be mid. You know, that's how it's going to be. So you're gonna have basically dual archetypes again, dual archetypes. If I wanted to go finishing and then shooting, my playmaking ball handle shouldn't go higher than the 75. So you're really going to have to work this year on this builder, bro, where you're going to have to really mix something out, because the way it's sounding like role-playing builds are going to be back kind of like. But for me, if I had to choose, I would probably go more finishing and playmaking and try to like balance out that shooting enough to where I can knock down open shots, but still like be able to create anything I want to. In the defense, you gotta have the defense. So it would be like finishing, playmaking, more defense than shooting, but still that. You always want to prioritize what 2K is working on. So 2K is working on the interior defense. You know, they were working all types of defense, right? The physicals are still gonna be the physicals. But what you want to really look for in 2K24, I'm not saying this is how you should make your build, but what you should look for is buffs in the finishing area, more like the layups and all that. And then probably, I would say the defense, you know, because everybody been talking about defense.
Cools have no defense and just go shooting, playmaking. I mean, yeah, you can totally trash your build and max out 2 categories. But if you want to try to be balanced, or you know, you want to try to have a decent build, you're going to have to really mess around with it a little bit. And again, like I said before, if you have, you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere. Okay. But for me,
I'm saying he's telling y'all right now, bro. He's telling y'all right now, in 2K23, you didn't really have to sacrifice any category. I'm telling you, as long as you went like 6'8", 6'9", all these could be good. I had an 86 dunk on my 6'8". I had an 89, 87 3. I had an 89 ball handle. I had an 88 perimeter defense. Really good steal as well. Really good block. You can do everything. This year he's saying no matter what build you make, you're going to have to sacrifice one. So leave in the comment section right now, if you was to make your build right now on 2K24, what category would you sacrifice based on the information that we know about already on 2K24? Me, and it's hard for me to say, I would probably sacrifice a little bit of shooting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm done just going against like the grain every year, bro. I'm gonna follow what 2K makes overpowered. This is going to be it, bro. This is it.
have something like a pure blue. So I'm gonna go higher on my close shot. This time I'm gonna assume that close shot's gonna be attached to a lot of things. Probably gonna have to go higher than that, than what I want to be, than I want, but we'll see. Driving layup, I'm gonna try to go as high as I can to make sure I get all fearless finishers and all that stuff Hall of Fame. Like I want all that Hall of Fame. So I'm assuming that it's gonna have to be pretty high, and I'm assuming again that driving layup will be attached again to fearless finisher or something of that nature. My driving dunk, I wanted to go high enough to where I can unlock all the contact dunk animations now, but I don't want to go all the way up enough to 99. I might do that when the game comes out. I just gotta know what animations are what and which ones are gonna be overpowered, or which animations I feel like I would be good enough and need, but also the badges. All right, so we do know there's gonna be new badges in the game, so I wanna make sure I'm able to get the badges that I want with this build. So again, I'm gonna go 95, hoping that it should be enough. But I do wanna say that if everything is what it's sounding like, then of course, like getting a contact dunk animation is probably not gonna be 85 anymore. It's probably gonna be higher because you gotta.
So, all right, so he's going a lot of finishing. For the sake of time, we're going to skip up a little bit. Okay, he put post on his build. Ew. All right, so what is he going to do? Whoa. So he's making a 6'8" with no 3. Wow, hold on. Wait, let me see why. Let me see why real quick, bro.
Mid-range, and that's it. Kind of similar like how my lob threat was, no 3 ball. And then my free throw, I'm gonna go 74. I'm not really worrying about my shoot.
So a lot of y'all are not gonna be making y'all builds like this, but look how he emphasized finishing on his build. So that's just telling you a lot of stuff about finishing is going to be reworked and better this year. So let's see what he goes to playmaking.
That's it. Okay, so I'm not trying to get the elite, and I'm damn sure not trying to get the elite of the elite. I don't even know what you would call the, like, if elite, remember elite was like, you know, from like 89 to 92, but now you got badges like he said, like the Steve Francis is a 95. So again, I'm sacrificing knowing that.
Like I said, you guys really can't go for the Steve Francis unless you want to make your build straight playmaking. Like a 95 is high. Like y'all don't know, a 95 for Steve Francis alone is really high. I mean, a lot of you guys are gonna do it because Steve Francis is just likes that, you know. But for the sake of balancing out your build, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So okay, he went with a mid playmaking, really mid shooting, but high finishing. So he's probably gonna make a 2-way slasher. So I expect the defense to be really high. You know, I'm gonna skip to that and then we're gonna get out of here. So yeah, the defense is gonna be really high on that build. 87 perimeter, 85 steal. What's the block gonna be? 75 block, okay, and decent rebounding, 70 interior. So yeah, he's making like a two-way slasher. So like I said, two-way slashing playmakers for guards. He's obviously not making a guard, but I would say two-way slashing playmakers are going to be one of the best guard builds to make on day one, based on what we heard from 2K24. Let me know what you're gonna be making for 2K24. I might go something different this year. Who knows? You know, I went playmaking sharp every single year as my first build. I mean, I like to shoot. I like to handle the ball. You know, sometimes you just gotta spice it up. I'll be making a playmaking sharp later in the year, but I'm thinking this year, you know, just try to see other ways to play the game and see how other ways you can affect the game. So a lot of people are going to be making two-way slasher playmakers. You're gonna see a lot of that, so don't be surprised. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and until my next one, just take this video with a grain of salt. You know, it could be overpowered, it could not, but based on what we heard from Mike Wang, it sounds like finishing and defense is going to be the wave. It's just straight like that.